Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back. How are we doing today? Today, we are actually, I don't know what's happened, but for some reason, this stream is not showing up on Twitch. So, maybe I'm gonna have to look into my settings. So, sorry, Twitch chat. They're not with us today, it's just YouTube. RIP. But anyway, welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys had a very lovely week. We are here to discuss another episode of Precure today, and I'm not gonna lie, ever since our new cures have stepped in, these have been some banger episodes, not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone, how are you doing? I don't have my chat box up now. This looks depressing now. It looks so depressing. Oh my god, without Twitch chat. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know what happened. For some reason it doesn't want to do anything. But Let me see if I can figure it out somehow. Oh. Are we on Twitch? We might be live on Twitch. Let me check that real quick. Oh, we are! Okay, for Twitch chat real quick, for some reason there was an issue with starting up on Twitch. We've been live on YouTube for about 6 minutes now. But we're here! We're here, alright, we're here. If anyone wants to give some love to the Twitchy side, that would be very lovely. But welcome in, Kier Skylar. Hello, Hoshizuki Aria. Hello, Mimi. Hi, welcome. Hi, Kriaria. Welcome. How are you all doing in the YouTube chat? How are you guys doing? Hi, Zakyun, yes, oh my god. Hi, Melanie. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Let's see, Sailor Rose says, hello, how is everyone today? Was your vacation nice? I am doing well. I wouldn't necessarily say that it was a vacation. I basically, just to give you guys some context, if oh, hi Lily, thank you for the star emoji. Oh, you got a nice little planet too now. Anyway, it wasn't necessarily a vacation. It was, let's just say, staycation, I guess. So if you guys haven't seen, and I've had a little bit of lack of content for like streams and stuff this past week, and especially on my gaming channel. I think the other two channels are pretty much fine because I had been able to record stuff in advance. But my family actually came up this week. I have family in South Carolina, and they came up because it's summer, so my cousin, who is still in high school, gonna be a senior this coming year, was able to come up and spend a week with me. It was a hellacious week. I'll put that out there. I have never been more glad to come back to making content and streaming and stuff than I have been in a long time. I love my family, but after a few days, it gets to the point where you're just like, oh my god, please, please, go, respectfully, oh my god, anyway, but yeah, they are here. Oh, thank you, Lily. Thank you for the 3 months. Kiss, yes, kiss. One of the best cures. But yeah, that's kind of where I've been this week, but the streams will be back to normal this week. Yeah. Let's see, I think her idol has a crush on Zekyun. I mean, me too. Let's see. Hi Mochi, welcome. Melanie says, if you were a cure, which season would you be in? Name, power, etc. Oh, if I was in a season, based off of the way that I look, I would want to be Maho Girls. I would want to be like Cure Glitter. I'm gonna go with that, because I was gonna say Cure Star for a second. I'm like, wait, no. That's Star Twinkle's protagonist. But yeah, I would definitely want to be like Cure Glitter or Kira, maybe. Something like that, because I'm Glitter M. I like the glitter stuffs. And fun fact, if you didn't know, the glitter in my name is actually, yes, sadly, a reference towards Glitter Force, because you know, instead of Cure so and so, it was Glitter so and so, and so yeah, that's a nod. If you didn't know, there's some glitter in lore. Is that my username is actually a Glitter Force slash Precure thing. So yeah. Let's see. Curious says, Cure Kiss is as cool as she looks. It's starting to frustrate me. She reminds me of Sailor Uranus from the 90s Sailor Moon. She's too closed off from the main team. I get that. I get that. I definitely feel like it's something to do with Marrow and their personality shining through. Because, you know, they were new to the team before the whole Precure thing. And let's be real, we know the fairies are the cures. Like, there's no need to beat around that bush. But, definitely, I think it's just mostly because that's just kind of how Marrow's personality is. Marron's personality has always kind of been standoffish towards the team, but I definitely feel like they're one of those characters that the more they interact with the team, the more like friendly they'll become. Because Marrow is a very good person. Very good fairy. Cure. Fairy cure. Let's see, Uta has a celebrity crush at most. I'm having a staycation too. Instead, my niece and nephew are coming up to my house. Our place is gonna be packed. Oh, I hope you have fun. I know it's like, it's one of those things for me where it's like, I love my family, but like, they get on my nerves. After a couple days, you know, like I won't get into it, but it's like, oh my god, and like, there's just some people who in my family like to be very bossy, and after a couple days of having to deal with bossy people, you kinda get a little bit frustrated. Let's say that. Let's see, for me, Witchy and Go Princess. Oh, Cure Black with Burgundy, that is a pretty combination. Night powers. Oh, I didn't say powers, did I? I would definitely have some kind of astral powers for me personally. So like, I vibe with you on the night powers. I vibe. Because I'm like a moon starry astral witch. So yeah, I agree. Oh, name Cure Phantom and Witchy and Cure Panthera and Go Princess. Those are both very pretty names. Smile, the same colors and powers. Same with Hiragara Sky. Smile name Cure Witch and Hiragara Sky Cure Gargoyle. Ooh, Cure Gargoyle. That's nice. That sounds cool. I'm actually surprised there's no Cure Witch. I feel like that's a name they might use eventually. Yeah. Oh, did I drop Oshinoko? Actually, no, I've read all of the manga for Oshinoko, and if you guys want to check it out, I actually, right before doing the stream, I actually cleaned up and sewed together my costume for Kana, which is my favorite character. Kana's my favorite. I had to remake the top because I always have this problem with buying cosplays online where like the skirt or the bottoms are always fine, but then the top is just wonky. And so I had to go in and fix it up, and that will be a vlog for the Glitter Diaries channel, but I did make slash fix, I guess, Kana's outfit, and I'm currently learning the Sangwa B dance because I want to do some like anime dance covers because I missed that. But yeah, I read the manga. I have not started season 2 yet, but I do know the ending, and yeah, exactly. Did you hate the ending? I feel I don't love it, we'll say that. I understand where the author is going, but I don't love it. Like, I can see why they went in that direction, doesn't mean I like it. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Hi, Josh. I like how even though Puriren is Zakyun's Uta, oh, I got you. Is still, is Zakyun, Uta is still watching, waiting for her to come back. I can read, oh my god. Yes, I understand. Yeah. Like, oh my god, this is a really cute episode, and I'm gonna get into it in just a second for the recap. Let's see. Gargoyles are stone creatures who scare away evil spirits. Hero Sky is hero theme. So, oh, I got you. Heroes and mythical creatures. That's really cool. I want to watch Precure, but it's gone in the place I might be seeing it, and I have a long anime list. I feel you there. And one of those is short, but I gotta search lore and see a summary of the next series. I got you. I feel you, and I feel you with that. I have started watching on high anime, and I'm actually gonna turn my desktop audio off, which won't affect you guys, but I just don't want to accidentally start playing anything sound wise because I have started watching high anime, and that's like the only place that I have been watching anything, just because it's easy for me to kind of keep record of what I'm watching, because I tend to like forget, like with Naruto. Forgot about it. Oh, that's a good question. Anime sub or dub? For me personally, I prefer the dub. Don't come trying to crucify me as a witch. I'm already one. Shut up. Anyway. I prefer to watch it in dub. But, like, I'm not gonna throw a fit if it's in sub. Like, I know a lot of people who are like that, who are like, I will only watch sub, or I will only watch dub, and like throw a fit. But honestly, I don't care. I'll watch it in either. Like, it doesn't bother me. If it's a series that I'm really invested in, then I might just like watch the sub for a better experience. But there's a lot of series, like for example Naruto is so long, I am not gonna watch it in sub. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna watch something that long. Or One Piece, I am not gonna watch 1,000 episodes in sub, and my reason for that is because I have to like be glued in, because I have a very hard time kind of like staying present while watching like anything, and it might be that brain rot kicking in, but I just have a hard time paying attention to like things going on the screen. If I'm not like eating, I have a really hard time paying attention to like shows or like movies or whatnot. So sub is pretty easy for me. Dub is pretty easy for me because I can just like use my ears. So that's for me at least. I see both, except when the dub is bad. Yeah. Sadly, there are some cases where the dub is not the best. Okay. Oh, hey, what are you doing? I clicked on You and Idol Precure and it sent me to a different series. What the heck? Anyway, so today we are here to talk about episode 18. We're already 18 episodes, my goodness, into You and Idol, Kimi to Idol. So this was a pretty interesting episode. Once again, it kind of starts off with our cures, and I definitely think that this episode shines some facts with us as fans about the whole like fairies to cure situation. From what I am taking from this intro is that Puirun is the only one who has their memories completely wiped. That's what I feel from this. I would like to know how you guys feel about it as well, because in the intro, it seems like Mero is kind of dropping hints, Mero/Kiss is dropping hints that they still remember everything, and that only Puri/Zakyun is the one who doesn't remember anything, because we see Zakyun looking over like, you know, a building, talking about the town, wondering what's the name of the town, something that Puri already knew, but now as a Precure they seem to have no clue about that. And so we see Kiss say to Zakyun basically like, I guess you don't remember anything. So that makes me believe that Cure Kiss or Mero still has their memories intact. So I'm assuming when they used the key and the lock that the wish that they granted was Puri's wish, and so that meant that, you know, they are the only ones without their memories. At least that's what I got. Oh! Did you redeem Cilium? Okay. I forgot I was gonna stream today, but I'll give you something. If you're here today, you get to see a little spoiler a little bit quicker than everybody else. We'll just say that. If you're here today, you get a spoiler for tomorrow. But if you want to come back and see a proper debut of Silly M, then come over to the Glitter Games channel. I forgot I put that up. So one second. Wait a second. I gotta get into my silly form. You guys want to see? God, that music is so loud. Oh my goodness. That music is so loud. Would you like to see a silly? I can't stop laughing at this. Boom! Oh, I'm too... Oh, I'm still too big. Hey. Hey! How you guys doing? I'm getting a little bit silly. Hi, Noblesty. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I totally forgot that I had the silly redeem up because I'm supposed to debut this tomorrow on the gaming channel. But we got a silly M now, so yeah. We got a silly M. Let me look up the name of the artist real quick because I want to make sure that you guys know and give proper credits, which I will do tomorrow because I was not supposed to debut this today. But if you're here, congratulations. Because you get to see the silly M. So this is by Milky on VGen. Their name is let's see, let me find it. It's MLKY Milky. So it's like Milky without an I and then Milky again. So Milky. They're very good and they're very nice and they made me very silly looking. I'm very silly. I really like this model, I'm not gonna lie. So kawaii, thank you. Let me catch up on chat real quick because I was yapping and I forgot. Oh, okay, Melanie, I don't know if you know this. Kirstella, I actually used to have an OC when I was an indie idol named Stella. And let's just say in the future, you might be seeing some more Stella-y things creeping in. So, that's very interesting that you said that. I don't know if you know that or not, but yeah. I actually had an OC at one point named Stella, yeah. My main color, definitely pink. I'm a pink cure. I am a pink cure. It is very jelly. I'm very wiggly. Let's see, YouTube chat, let me check it out. Let me check you out. What is my least favorite anime? I don't know. I don't think there's any animes that I necessarily hate or anything. But, if I had to say one that I really don't like, probably a nasty one like Boku no Pico or something. I don't like that. I can say probably that I don't like that. Oh my god. Let's see. I'm okay with both sub and dub. I lean towards dub. It's just because the voices sound more familiar and reliable to me, mostly on the better dubs. I can also relate VAs to OCs. Same. I like to look at VAs and I like to know their voices. Like, I like to be like, oh my god, Christina V? No, that's Asuna Yuki. No, she's not Asuna, wait. That's I can't remember her name, so I see. No, I like to look and be like, oh my god, Christina V, that's Sailor Mars, that's Marinette Dupan Chang, Ladybug, you know. That's Xingqiu and Bennett from Genshin. Like, I like to be that person who's like, oh, hey, I know that voice. So yeah, I absolutely agree. Hope this isn't weird, but my Scar Twinkle named Kier Skeleton, and the theme is alien. Oh, and life forms. Oh, I think that's pretty cool. Nah, bring me all the aliens. I like a good alien. I like a good, like, alien creature thing. I'm down with it. Okay, but, yeah, like, with the cures, I really do think that, only Kiss knows that they are, you know, still the fairies. I really don't think Puri knows too much, but We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But from what I've heard, like, you guys let me know how you feel about this from this first, like, literally first couple minutes of this episode. Like, I really feel like Marrow is the only one who remembers anything. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel. But this episode starts off really funny with Uta waking up next to her idol, Zakyun. Yeah, she wakes up and Kure Zakyun is just in her bed and she freaks out, but she wakes up and she's like, oh, okay, that was just a dream. And she turns to Puri, who isn't there. So I definitely think that this is like a manifestation where she's like, you know, I think subconsciously she gets the vibes and she kind of maybe self-consciously knows that Puri is Zakyun. So maybe that dream was like her trying to like make up for the absence of Puri, just like, you know, within the psyche somehow. Because that's kind of how I took it, where it was like, oh, someone should be here, but who is it? But yeah, so anyway, this whole episode, basically Uta is acting like a little bit of a nut. She's a little bit crazy. She's like in a little bit of a slump and she's just kind of like, oh, like super energetic but also daydreaming at the same time, and nobody knows what to do. She's just kind of all over the place. Her heart's going kyun kyun, and so who else better to take her to than the president of the Idol Research Club, Kokoro / Kure Kyun Kyun. Like, of course she would know the reason. And I think that this is really funny. This is a really funny scene, and I posted this yesterday when I was watching the episode on Instagram, because literally Kokoro just pulls up the Kure Wink and Kure Idol standees. Like, there is so much like wall breaking in this episode. Like, Kokoro literally talks to us, the audience, at one point. Like the wall breaking is amazing in this one, but oh my god. Girl pulled up with the standees. You're telling me that the Precure standees are in fact like canon to the Precure metaverses? Like, okay, I see you. But anyway, coming to Kokoro with her problems with Nana, basically that's where Kokoro, Idol fangirl number 1, reveals to Uta that she is in fact now a fangirl herself. She has fallen in love with an idol. She has someone to root for, and that's Zakyun. And so she recruits both Nana and Uta into the Idol Research Club, and I'm not gonna lie, this made me start crying a little bit, because when they're doing their introduction to the rest of the club members, Kokoro's like, okay Nana, which of the idol cures are your favorite? And she literally says everyone but Wink? What do you mean? Everyone but yourself? Like literally, I kid you not, like, wig. Wig. Gone. Wig. Wig. My wig was snatched. Literally. Like, what do you mean you don't like yourself? What do you mean not that one girl who I am? Like, what do you mean? I gotta put my wig back on. I put my wig back on, but anyway, what? Hi, Lily. Yeah, I can be bald with this model now. Like, I can, 1, take my hat off, and 2, be bald. I can be bald with a I can be bald with a hat. I mean, this is pretty nice. Bald with a hat. Put my hair back on. Anyway. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is that, like, basically, I don't know, there's just something about her saying, oh, not myself. Every other cure is, like, my favorite except for me, because I really do feel like that was kind of, like, some self-doubt. I felt like she was just kind of, like, you know, dogging on herself, kind of beating herself up, and I hate that, because Nana is such a good character, and it makes me kind of sad to see, but then everyone else is like, oh, but I love Wink. Wink is so nice. They're just such a great cure. And then Uta is like, okay, well, yeah, my favorite cures are Wink and Kyun Kyun, aka, you know, her friends. And then they're like, okay, but really, who's your, like, ultimate favy? Like, who's your Oshi? And of course, Uta's like, Kure Zakyun. So yeah, she definitely goes a little bit crazy. and is like kind of honestly overwhelmed by like her love of Zakyun. And we do cut to see the villains, and basically it looks like Cuddy is no longer on our team. It looks like Cuddy might be gone for good, guys. Sad days, because I like Cuddy, but like apparently with him leaving the team, that means that Chokorine is going to kind of be the one who has to do everything, because oh, not Chokorine, sorry, oh, what's your name, what's the other one's name, Zakuri is like the one who's kind of gonna get stuck with all the work, because Choco does not do much. But anyway, it looks like Zakuri's gonna be like our new type of like main villain. I think we're probably gonna go through like all three is what I think, you know. I think we're gonna go through each of the villain, because I definitely do feel like Zakuri is like kind of becoming a fan of Zakyun and Kiss, so like maybe we're gonna see another you know, conversion and maybe even with Choco at the end as well. But I do kind of think that that's where they're setting it up, at least. Hi Sakura Mita, welcome. I'm in silly form right now. I'm silly. Do you think Nana and Kokoro are going to realize it's okay? It's been a few days where Puri and... Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you mean with the fairies. Yeah. I definitely do think that... So... Okay, let me continue the thought with saying that in this episode, we do see that manager-san Tanaka is, who we know from like the past couple episodes, he is a fairy, but he's thinking of going back to Kiriki Land, so I definitely think we'll see something soon where maybe he goes back and he sees that like the fairies, you know, aren't there. So I do think that right now the girls are probably like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. And then maybe he'll come back and be like, they ain't there. I think then they'll start to panic a little bit. So, Oh, thank you, Carolix. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Even in my silly form. But yeah, like that's the thing. I definitely do think that as of right now, they're not quite panicking, and it does seem like the girls have said that it's been a while since like, you know, the fairies have been gone. So I do think that they're probably just like, they're just doing their thing. They're just trying to like figure out the problem. It's okay. But I do think maybe Manager-san going and like revealing that he can't find the fairies or something, or like maybe there's trouble and there's no fairies anymore, then I think there's gonna be a problem. I think that's what it's kind of building up to. But we do see Zakarine coming in, and actually there's another idol fangirl who gets quote unquote akumatized this time. And so we see the Precures fighting, and literally, I kid you not, they get like 2 seconds of fighting this episode before Zakyun and Kiss just appear out of the air. Like, Zakyun hears them transform or something and just like glides out into like, you know, the battlefield, and like basically comes up here all cool and everything. And so Uta, who's idol, is like, oh my god, my Oshi. But not gonna lie, girl kind of went a little bit crazy. Because Zakyun is like, my sole purpose is to protect Cure Idol. I will protect Cure Idol. And I'm not gonna lie, I definitely feel like that made Kiss/Mero a little bit upset. But again, they kind of like steal the spotlight from our main Cures again, because they're the ones who very easily defeat the bad guys and restore everything with their song. And honestly, I think it's definitely to kind of build up hype around them and to make them seem like cool and powerful. But like, I hope that they start fighting together soon, or just like have some more episodes where our main trio is still kicking ass. Cause like, I just felt like this episode, like Zakyun and Kiss just kind of like, even with last episode, they just kind of came in and like swept the rug out from under our Cures, like, you know, just kind of like, you know, took the spotlight from them a little bit. So I'm like, I kind of hope that soon, you know, like we'll see a little bit more fighting with them, because like I felt like they didn't get their spotlight for the fighting. But anyway, Idol is like, oh my god, my idol Oshi Zakyun is here. Let me go talk to them. And so she's like, hey, I just want to say thank you for saving me, and I want to be friends. And Zakyun's like, of course we can be friends. But then, as Mero does with Puri, Kiss is like to Zakyun, hey, we gotta go, sissy. We can't, like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. And basically is like, low-key hinting that they don't want to be friendly with Cure Zakyun and like Cure Idol. They kind of don't want them to be friends, because as we know, Mero is kind of obsessed with Mero is kind of obsessed with Puri, and so Kiss is kind of obsessed with Zakyun, and I definitely feel like they're like, I want you all to myself. And that kind of sucks because, you know, obviously Uta's like, I want to meet my Oshi, but it looks like we're just gonna kind of have to see where that is going. But that is the end of the episode, and we do get to see a little bit for the next episode in the preview. And it looks like, again, they're still trying to figure out who they are, but the next episode is titled The Pair's Vow, Zakyun or Cure Zakyun and Cure Kiss's debut. So I think maybe that's hinting at them becoming a part of their team. I don't know necessarily if that means that, they're going to reveal that they're the fairies. I don't know if the truth is going to become revealed this close, but I definitely do feel like with it saying debut that it's going to probably make them a part of the official Precure team. And I will say, I'll throw this out real quick, I have seen some people saying that, like, you know, like, we could actually get some more cures, because a lot of people are like, I don't want to call them mid-season cures, because it's only episode 18. That is not mid-season. That is still the beginning, basically. And so I've seen a lot of people say, like, maybe they're not the mid-season cures. Maybe there's more or something. But I don't know. I haven't seen anything that would indicate that. We've talked about this before, but if you go to like the Toku Collectibles website, especially, you know, like when we were a couple episodes into this season, they already had some like spoilers posted for like toys featuring Zakyun and Kiss's name. So like I feel like they're probably gonna be it for this season. I'm not debunking anything because I can't, obviously, but like I don't think that we're gonna get any proper, we'll say, mid-season cures from what I'm seeing. It just kind of feels like they're just really early. They feel like they would be in mid-season, but they're just really early, you know? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Let's see, do you think that Uta will be Zakyun's sweetheart? I don't think so. For me, the way I see that their relationship is just like, kind of like, as of right now, with, let's just say, Uta and Zakyun, I feel like Uta is like just kind of awe-inspired. You know, when you have like an Oshi, you know, someone who is like your personal idol, someone who you want to be like, someone who makes you really happy, you know, whether that be like, you know, a celebrity, content creator, you know, athlete, even like someone in your personal life, someone who just makes you, you know, like inspired and want to do better. That's kind of what I feel that their relationship is. I don't really feel like there's anything romantic, but I don't know. I definitely feel like there is like this like desire from Uta to be like Zakyun, but I think that that's something that's probably gonna be explored a little bit later on. But I don't know. I'm really curious to see where they're gonna take this, because it is a little bit different than like what we've usually seen in the way that Precure tends to like go about the direction of the episodes, because they've come in very early. Like, I really do think that they are the mid-seasons, but like, they're very early. And we don't really get mid-seasons this early, but yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Super interesting though. But yeah, that is kind of what is going on with episode 18. So yeah, Emma's gonna yap now. Emma's gonna yap, and Emma's probably going to change real quick back into her unsilly form. No more silly form. I need to put like a timer or something up because that's supposed to have a timer, and I did not put a timer up because I am actually the silly one. I am the silliest of them all. I am the silliest of them all. Don't you know? Don't you know? I'm the silliest of them all. No more silly form. I'm back. I'm serious. I'm serious. Serious business. Serious. But yeah. I do have a couple things that I need to do this week. And a lot of that revolves around the Glitter Diaries channel, which if you guys haven't seen, if you're looking for like manga hauls and videos and stuff, they're gonna be over on Glitter Diaries now, and I just posted one, and everybody loved my outfit, so I'm really happy, because I don't really like to wear red. I feel like I look really weird in red, which is something I talked about, like, I don't know, there's just something about me where I just don't like to wear the color red with having pink hair, and that's so weird because there's so many girls that I see with pink hair and they wear a lot of red, and like red and pink, for example, or red and white, like cutesy kind of colors, and I'm like, I just don't think I look good in it, but I think that shirt was okay. And by the way, that shirt was from Hot Topic. I've seen a lot of people asking questions. I'll post some pictures a little bit later, now that my family is gone. We'll post a little bit of like the photos and stuff from my week, and post some outfits and stuff later on Instagram. If you want to check that out, that'll be up in probably like 20 minutes after we finish the stream or something. But yeah, that is what's been going on. I was really thinking about maybe going back to posting like 2 days a week on that channel. Would you guys like to see that? Because I'm really trying to get the Glitter Diaries channel monetized, and we're really close. So I'm like, if I, pump out 2 videos a week, and those videos, by the way, let me just say this, because I know people are always like, oh, don't burn yourself out again, but like the thing is, one, those are the videos that I love making. They're very simple and very easy to make and edit, because they don't require too much attention from me compared to like the channel over here, the Glitter M channel, where my videos take a lot longer because there's a lot more editing and script writing and stuff, and I am working on a vlog, like a behind the scene vlog, to kind of show you guys like all that I do for like the YouTube-y stuff, because it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, this past week has been kind of weird because I haven't got to do anything. Like, I haven't been able to record anything or stream, and it's like I'm itching to do it. So I guess that's a good thing, because that means I love doing it. Oh, can I draw? I can draw. It's over on my Glitter Games channel. You'll see, like, I do some, like, drawing vlogs, not vlogs, what am I saying? Drawing streams and stuff over there. I recently did, like, a 3-part video stream, because it took 6 hours for me to do a drawing of, my pal Rosalie VT, also a VTuber. I did an art piece of her, and it took like 6 hours because I couldn't make up my mind on like the pose. I tried something different and then I didn't like it. So yeah, I'm not the best artist in the world, but it's something that I do is just like a hobby, like when I want to yap, we'll say that, when I want to yap or something and do something at the same time, I'll usually do like a drawing stream or something, and I am trying to get a little bit better, but it's not my main focus, we'll say that. It's not my main focus or anything, but I can to an extent. I'm gonna get a sip of my drink here real quick. I got some matcha latte I made at home. I bought a matcha kit, like a nice proper one, because if you guys don't know, I am a big matcha fan. I love all things green tea and matcha and stuff, but I'm gonna have a rant real quick. This might make people mad. I don't care. I do not like matcha snobs. you know, the snobby people. Matcha snobs is what I've been calling them. Because I see this a lot on Instagram now. Because a lot of my Instagram page is like recipes or like ideas for like matcha flavored things. And I hate seeing the people who make this snobby content about matcha where it's like, oh, I drink matcha so I'm so much better than you, or I get the really high price stuff so obviously I'm much better than you. And it's like, just shut up. Yes, matcha is a pain. It really is. There's so many steps. And for me, since I don't have a webcam, so I can't show you guys anything. But the way that I make mine at home is basically what I do is I fill it up with milk. I fill a cup up with milk, and then I, like put some honey in it. And what I found works the best to get the honey kind of stirred up, because I'm not a barista. I have pink hair, but I don't work at it. I was never a barista. I was always working retail jobs. And so what I do is I pour in milk, and then I like get like a little measuring cup of honey, and then I heat it up in the microwave for like maybe 10 seconds so that it's kind of like what's the word? It's more liquidy, more runny. And so I put that into the milk, and then I stir that up, because honey is the hard part, because once again, I'm not a barista. I don't know how to do these things. But whenever you put cold honey into the milk, it doesn't want to stir, and so you gotta kind of warm it up a bit. That's something that I've learned. And also, I don't put ice in my drinks because I have very sensitive teeth to like cold and stuff from braces, so I don't put ice in my stuff. But then I'll mix the matcha stuff in, the powder with the water, and whisk it up, and then I will put it in there. And I've been trying to experiment with, like, I've seen people who post things with like strawberry matcha and like mango, and I just haven't succeeded in that department. I can make a basic ass matcha with milk, a little bit of honey for like a little bit of sweetness, and the matcha powder. That's what I can do. That's all that I know how to do. But yeah, like with the snobby part, like what you know what I mean? Have you ever met one of those people who are like, oh, I'm so much better because I buy this high price ceremonial grade matcha? Like, I saw someone gloating on Instagram about how they paid for like $100 for a small tube of matcha, and I'm like, listen, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy, but there's no need to like go in the comments and belittle other people, because like matcha's expensive. Like like whenever I would get matcha before making it at home, I would go to like my local place, which I'll post a photo of a drink that I got in a little bit from them. They're called Earthling Coffee. They're so good, but I usually get a matcha latte. I didn't this time, and I'll post that photo in a little bit. I got an actual coffee. It's called the Nebula. Fun names. They're like a little alien kind of star-based like coffee place in the Asheville, North Carolina area. And so I always love to go to them to get my coffees because they're so good, and local businesses. And so whenever I get matcha, I'll go there, and I'm like, I want to try making it at home. And I went to the store, bought matcha powder, and the one that I got was like $15, and that was on the cheapest side. $15, and it's not a very big tube. It's a pretty small tube. But like, to be fair, I think I've made like so far 30 drinks from it. I can maybe make like 35, 40, but like it's very expensive, and I don't like the people on Instagram who are like, oh yeah, I bought this really expensive ceremonial grade, so I'm better than you. It's like, dude, chill. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Super overpriced because it's taking a supply hit. I actually heard about that, and that's why I didn't get matcha. The other day at the coffee shop, I got coffee, which I don't like coffee. I'm a tea drinker, but I was with my cousin, and she's a very big coffee person, and so I was like, oh, I'll get a coffee. It was good, but I'm just not a coffee person. That's my thing. I'm a tea drinker. But yeah, like, I did see that. I saw something about a video in Japan where it was like someone who like makes content about like being in Japan and living in Japan, talking about the matcha hit right now, about how like it's kind of, you know, in like demand, and how there's like a little bit of a shortage or something. I honestly, that's kind of scary, but I understand why, because like, I mean, let's be real, my entire page is just matcha products. It's just matcha crepes, matcha cake, matcha tiramisu, matcha everything. So I'm like, yeah, it's definitely become a lot more popular over the last couple of years. Definitely, definitely. Ooh, cold and hard honey is so hard. It's too stiff to get outside the bottle. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the thing that I had to experiment because, again, I'm not a barista. I've never worked a food service job. I've always been into retail because I like folding clothes. I like tidying stuff up, especially clothes and stuff. So whenever I did like work a proper job, it was always in retail. And I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the best for me because I'm very sloppy in the kitchen. Like I should not be trusted. But yeah, like I had to experiment, and that might not be what most people do, but I warm my honey up in the microwave and then I pour it into my milk. It is what it is. It is what it is. Checked off. Let's see. Which Precure season is your least favorite? Ooh, it's Happiness Chart for you. And which characters do you wish became cures? I wished for Prince Katana and Yui. My least favorite season? Oh. I don't know if I have a least favorite season. I don't know if I can answer that one just because I haven't watched them all quite yet. I know a lot of people say Happiness Charge, so I might say Happiness Charge because that's the one where a lot of people are like, oh, but I don't want to, speak before I watch it, so I'll just say Undetermined as of right now because I don't think I can properly judge it. And I know a lot of people said that they didn't like Delicious Party, and I didn't watch all of Delicious Party. I watched the first couple episodes, so maybe that's why. But I liked what I saw. From what I saw, I liked it. Characters that I wish became Precure. I don't know why, but the first one coming to like my noggin is Momoka. I don't know why, which is Kiyomarine Erika's sister. I don't know why, but she's just the first one that came to my brain where I was like, oh, she would be a cool duo with Moonlight, because they're friends. Like Yuri is a friend of Momoka, so I feel like I don't know, I feel like they could have been a cool duo or something. Maybe she could have been like a darker blue or something, I don't know, but she's just the first one who came to my head, so I'm gonna say her. And I can't remember the name. Oh my god, I wish I could remember the name. I think this is also in Heartcatch. There's a guy who is like a comic book writer, and he's a very big fan of the Precures. I can't remember his name to save my life, but he was like, I want to be a Precure, and I'm like, I wish he was a Precure. I do. I really truly do. It was the 3rd season of Precure I watched. I got you. Oh, Cure Indigo. Yeah, that would be really pretty. Indigo and Moonlight. See, I mean, like, that's a power name right there. That is a power duo. And I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of always ship them a little bit. Like, they were just really cute. I don't know. They were just really cute together. Like, and like, that was, Yuri didn't have a lot of friends. And she had a very tragic backstory. So, like, I think having someone super, like, happy and silly, kind of, like Momoka, was someone who would be good for her. So, like, that's just my opinion. That's what I was thinking, but yeah. Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but he was a fun character. I like characters like that. And also, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely wish that Cure Infinity was more of an actual cure. And like, this is like something that I've seen debated in like my Precure Dancing Stars video, where I think I said that like Cure Wing was the first official male Precure, which technically it's true because he's the first like in team Cure, but I definitely get where people are coming from, that Infinity was the actual, like Henri was the first actual male Cure, because I definitely can see that. And I am so stupid, I cannot believe I forgot about him when I was making that video. I was rushing a little bit, so maybe that's why, but I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot Infinity, because that is my favorite season. Hookto is my favorite season, and I always try to prioritize talking about like the other guy characters who have like Precure vibes to them, you know, like Infinity, and I can't remember his name, but the guy we were just talking about, the one with the comic series, who kind of had like his own Cure like outfit form, you know? And like, I mean, if you want to argue it, even he could have been like the first actual male Cure, just because of the fact that you know, he had his Cure name, he had his Cure outfit, you know. But like, yeah, I saw a lot of people debating, you know, is Infinity the first male Cure? Which, in my opinion, yes, in a way, yes. Official, maybe not, but the first, yes. But yeah, Wing is definitely the first official in team male Cure, but my vote does go for Infinity, because I mean, Henri is one of my favorite characters. Henri is one of the best characters in Hugto, simply because he makes Imiru's brothers, who I can't remember his name, he takes the homophobia from him. And I think that's amazing. Like, oh my god, I can't remember who made that running gag joke, but I've seen that joke, and someone was like, oh my god, yeah, he took the homophobia from him. But it's like, you know, like, if you've seen Hugto, Imiru's brother is very strict, wants to follow the family rules, but like, is kind of mean about it, you know? Like, he's like, Imiru, you can't play music and whatnot. And he even like kind of degrades Henri a little bit for his like skating and the way that he dresses. So like, just saying, bro was probably the best thing that could happen to her brother. Just saying, I definitely do think that, you know, they became a couple. Even if it's not official, I can see it. I think that they were good together, at least. So, I agree. Infinity is the first official male Cure. What if Pop was a Cure? Ooh, he should be called Cure Katana and have a samurai theme as a knight. I can definitely see a knight with it being like fairy tale theme for Smile. I could definitely see that. Pop was also one of my favorites. I liked Pop. Ooh, favorite romantic shoujo anime? Ooh. Can I tell you what it's not? I'm gonna make a video about this on the Diaries channel. I feel like people are gonna be mad at me for this though, but let me explain my reasoning. My reasoning is that they get together too slowly. I've kind of dropped Kimi ni Todoke, and I kind of don't like it. And I feel like that is a sin to say about shoujo romance anime. But I can't get into it. I've really tried to get into it. I can't get into it. Like, I love the characters. I love Sawako. She's so kind and so sweet, and she's genuinely very beautiful. She looks like a doll. But Kazahaya as well, he is just honestly one of the most like green flag boys. The fact that he gets so embarrassed and like, you know, gets on his knees basically and just has to hide in his hands because Sawako is too cute, it's immaculate. But they are so dense. They get together so slow. It's like literally they confessed at the end of what was like season 2 or something. They confessed to each other, and then they're like, so does he actually like me? Like, I'm bugging out because I tilted away. Like, are you kidding me? He literally just told you he liked you. Please, just be together already. Like, please. There's just something about animes, romance animes, where it's like, they take too long to get together, and it irks me. I can't. And like, I love their characters, and I love the side characters as well. It's just, if you could take some of the episodes out, some of the pining and the yearning, and like actually have, you know, like, you know, some meaningful conversations instead of just like, oh yeah, I think he might like me. I don't know though, but he seemed like he liked me, you know, interlog. I think I would have liked it more. But I can't get into it. I can't get into it, and I hate that. He smacked the bigotry out of his ass. He did! He did! Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month from Henri. Oh my god. Oh, do you have an anime husbando? See, okay, I was talking about this with my cousin before she left, because she's not a big anime person, and we were talking about this, because she likes, like, actual people, and I like fictional people. But she was like, okay, if you had to pick a character from like any series, like, you know, anime, cartoon, TV, whatnot, who would you pick? And I was like, it has to be Lance, which is Lance McLean from Voltron. He has been my like crush for many, many years, since I was like 14. He was my crush. And she's like, okay, but if you had to pick someone else, who would you pick? And I was like, who would I pick? And I was like, who would I pick? And I sat there for a minute thinking about it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go with Nifuji from Wotakoi. And so, yeah. I'm gonna say that Wotakoi is my anime husbando, just because he's the only one that I could see myself actually liking, because I'm the type of person that I cannot get into these characters who are like, you know, quote-unquote red flags or anything. Like, I can't get into it. I need a man who yearns. I need him to be down bad, and Nifuji is down bad, and so I'm like, yeah. And he's a nerd, he's a gamer boy, that's my type, that's what I go for, you know? And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna label him as my anime husbando. And I can't say Lance, by the way, if you don't know. Voltron is a cartoon. It was an 80s cartoon, and then it was like a 2010s cartoon. So technically not anime, so I couldn't say him. And I was like, who else? Who else is there? I don't know. I will say though, I don't know who this character is. I think it's, if you know this anime, let me know. It's something Vantimus or something like that. It's vampires. Vampires or something, I can't remember. But there's this character who's got like white hair and like darker skin. I'm gonna watch this anime just for him. I don't like vampire stuff, but bro is hot. Bro is peak. Anyway. Like I said, I'm just not a huge vampire fan, but we'll see. We'll have to check it out. I'll have to see. But yeah. But yeah, anyway, that is our hour for the stream for this week. I'll post some photos that I was like talking about stuff about on Instagram after the stream ends. But if you want to pop in tomorrow for our glitter game stream, I'm gonna be doing a formal debut for my Silly M model. I'm gonna be talking about like you know, the artist, and like, you know, just giving some like tidbits about it and stuff, and just chatting and yapping a little bit. So yeah. But if you guys want to, by the way, and if you haven't, I encourage you to, because I'm trying to make a video about Precure characters and like who, you know, is like the least favorite / most underrated character. Go to my community, and on the community page on my YouTube channel, tell me which Precure that you think is the most underrated and why, because I'm trying to formulate a video. So the more responses I get, the more of a concise kind of idea I'll have. So yeah, let me know who you think is the most underrated cure. Yeah. But there will be a, let's just say there will be a funny video out this week. This is a funny video. You're gonna get a funny video this week. And if you like it's not old, it's my era. If you like toys that are forgotten, that come with a TV show, an anime if you will, you might enjoy this video this week. So that will be coming out on Saturday. Hope you are looking forward to that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a very great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Glitter Games channel. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.